Okay, welcome back guys. Now in the last installment you saw me finish off this beauty here, the subframe. Everything's on it, all the components ready to go in. But I think before I go any further, i.e. before I paint the wishbones, before I finish all the little kind of bearings and everything else in them, I have to do the springs, strip them, repaint them. I need the brackets that hold the subframe up, strip and repainting. There's various things like brake lines for the calipers. The calipers all rebuilding. Everything needs to be absolutely spot on before I put everything back in, and I want everything finished and lined up. But first things first, if this doesn't line up in the body and it's twisted further than where I think it is, then I think we're in a little bit of trouble. So just for peace of mind, I'd like to offer this up to the car and see if the bolts go in nicely and the brackets go in nicely underneath, just to see that it's all completely straight and put my mind at rest. So as always, let's get stuck in. So first up, let's get those brackets that hold the subframe up to the body cleaned off from 60 years of crap. Oh, and remember, one of them was pretty badly damaged in the bash. So first things first, let's try and straighten that out. And with these brackets now nicely primed and painted up, I'm now just fitting the rear bolts in, so I'm able to slide the subframe into place, so I'm then able to pivot the brackets up and secure it in. Okay, well, as you can see, that's a success. Goes in comfortably here, comfortably there, and of course it looks like it's a bit low because these brackets are only on loose. You have the big washer goes in there. I think there's one at the top and there's like a smaller one on the top. Yeah, but look at that. Two bolts are in nice and straight, so that tells me that past here there's no bend or creases or any kind of deterioration of the chassis either side or the sills. I mean, that goes in nice and neat. So I'm assuming that's a result. That's a win, a huge win. And it's a shame to take it out again, but it looks really nice in situ. But I can take it out, you know, nip up all the unions, make sure they're all properly tightened up and that. And yeah, going forward, I'll sort the wishbones out, the calipers, and just get everything brand new, and then it can all go back in again. And as I say, it's going to be going down to the NEC as it is, so I can't really mess around with the exterior. They want it to be nice and smashed up and dirty and that. So it'll just be a case of taking the rear end of the exhaust off in order to, you know, sort the wing and the inner wing and the box section and everything else. But yeah, I'm sure you'll agree, that looks a treat, and it's a huge result, huge victory as far as I'm concerned. Tricky, but and fiddly, but yeah. Job's a good one. So out it comes again. It's like Groundhog Day, this. So next, let's try and get these springs back to brand new. So first I'm going to buzz all the old oil and bits of rust off, and then it's into the blaster. My usual go-to is the well-through etch primer, which I always put onto bare steel. And then when that's nice and dry, it's on with the normal primer. And then to finish off, when all that's nice and baked and hard, it's on with the top coat. Couple of good coats of this. Job's a good one. Now let's take a look at those wishbones. Okay, I just want to show you something. Now this is the one I took off the new one I bought. If you look at this, perfectly straight. The bar goes right the way through. Now, let me just go and get the original, what I thought was the good one off the car. Let me just show you this. That's how much it's out by. So what's happened is, this was on the right hand side of the car was hit on the left, and it's probably pushed it over like that as well as the impact being on the left hand side and basically smashing the other one to bits and bending it. It's come over this way as well. So I've got two options here, and I'll have to think it through, but I could put this in a vise, nice and solid, heat this bit here, and then using this, bend it over till it completely lines up with this. Or I just use the second hand one that I bought, so I know both of these are die straight, and that'll just mean, again, cutting the shock absorber mount off and welding it onto the other one. So that's the dilemma I've got now. But you know what, just to see how I go, I'm just going to try and bend this one over and see what happens. But before I do anything else, I'm just going to press out this old bearing. So I'm balancing this on here, on a bit of wood and the vise to get the height nice and straight, to keep this perfectly straight. Got an open socket underneath and one on top like that, and I'm just going to get as straight as I can. This is a great machine, this. Another must buy, I think, if you're doing the likes of this all the time. And this should push the bearing through into here. Hopefully. And you can see up there, the tonnage it's pressing through. It's just about keeping it nice and straight. Should just go in a minute. Whoops. That's the way you go. Now it's all about getting the socket out. There's your bearing. So it's out with the old, and for now, I'm just going to place the new one in, till I'm sure I can get it straight. That'll do.
One down, one to go. But since doing this, it's kind of been niggling me. So I've decided I'm going to rebuild the other second-hand one, just so I know it's die straight. And now to the drive shafts.
Okay, so I'm just looking at this. This is the old one off the Bentley. And I've never seen this before, never come across it before. It's basically got like a strap welded from one cap to the next. And the only thing I can think of what it's for is if you were to take this axle off, these slide off and the needles just kind of bounce everywhere, and that just keeps them on, keeps them together. But you don't see it in any of the modern ones. And you know, if anyone knows why this was introduced and why it was done away with ultimately, it'd be nice to know. Just message in, be interesting to know. And with it being the first one, maybe that's why. Maybe they were just in that exploratory stage where they were trying things out and seeing what fitted. Just like, I suppose, just like the shims on the top of the springs. Remember I showed you there's about 40 different shims on the top of the spring, and I think as it progressed, like the next year maybe, they just brought in a longer spring which was 2 inches longer, which did away with all the shims. So they were just playing about with things. Yeah, interesting. And this is in great condition as well. There's no play in it whatsoever. I mean, I just feel like cleaning this up and putting it straight back on, because it's in fabulous shape. Which also kind of makes me think, I wouldn't be surprised if that was correct mileage, 17,500 miles since new. Because everything I've come across so far, whether it's undoing bolts or screws, or nothing's been messed about with, and everything undoes really easily. But you know, we probably never know, because it's difficult when a car goes to America to get any kind of history on it, because they're not as anal as we are over here about paperwork and that. They just bin it, which is strange, but there you go. Anyway.
Now you see this new one from IntroCar's already being packed with grease, so it helps keep the needles inside, and the cap's easier to line up. But of course, when the whole thing's assembled, through the grease nipple, the whole lot has to be repacked with grease. And once the calipers are refreshed with new pistons, seals, clips and pads, it looks like we're almost there. Oh, come on. It is like a movie. And now, a ride off into the sunset.
Okay, well, after all that hard work, I think it's time for a little break, a little drive out. So we're off to see my mate Roy Cameron, who is a Rolls-Royce specialist, or was a Rolls-Royce specialist. I thought he'd actually retired, but he got in touch with me after the last episode and said he's running a garage with his son out near Lim. So, you know, he said, pop down, have a cup of tea. Always nice to see Roy, and it's always interesting because he's always got interesting cars, not just of his own, but of customers, because he says he's been working on a lot of Rolls-Royces and Bentleys. So let's have a little pop down, give the Spirit a little run out, and it feels great. The steering feels lovely after them little jobs we did here and there, and yeah, it's just nice to be out and out of the garage. So let's see what he's got. Roy, where is he?
Hi Gary, how you doing?
All right, buddy.
Lovely to see you again.
So this is your new premises, yeah?
Yeah, I'm in heaven here. I opened the door in the morning and it's just full of Rolls-Royces, just like it used to be when I first started all those years
So
ago.
what happened? I thought you retired.
No, I thought there was still life in the old dog yet, and my son's come on board so I can teach him the skills, and hopefully we can pass on all my knowledge.
Nice
and,
Bentley turbo in the Balmoral green, the right colour.
Yeah, it's a beauty. Very low mileage, 20,000 miles.
Wow. Is that a good thing, Roy? Is it used
Well,
enough? Because sometimes it's
Yeah, it's a hard one really. Depends, if it's being used regularly then it's not so bad. Yeah,
And what's the story with it? I can see a Spirit there next to mine.
There's a Spirit there that came in very poorly, a non-runner.
Is that a bit of a mess, is it?
The in-tank fuel pump had gone on that one, so caused a lot of problems. Yeah, that's a very original Wraith 2. No rust whatsoever on the body.
That's lovely, that.
When you look underneath, it's just like
New.
when I was at the main dealers in
Is
the
that because of the work you've done on it, or
no,
was it like that
that's
anyway?
the way it was. It was just like going back to the main dealers in the 70s.
Them vinyl roofs are a bit of a job, aren't they? I'm going to have to do one of them in the next couple of months.
Yeah. No, and thankfully,
Tough job.
apart from it wanted a good clean, it's in excellent condition.
Yeah.
Because this car's been stored underground in London most of its life.
That's what you want, isn't it?
Chauffeur driven, every mile logged by the chauffeur. It's so original.
And what's going on with this one?
So this one's a full rebuild of everything. That it's in a poor state. The engine itself looks like it's been reconditioned at some point. Everything looks painted on
I
the
always
block.
look at the rocker covers. If they're nicely painted and clean and there's no like peeling off,
Well, if you
normally
look,
it's a good sign.
if you look at the block and everything's all painted
Dry as
silver and everything's very dry, so yeah, as you say, very rare that people will put money into a car this age, but
What's the interior like?
the guy likes it. It's a colour he's very fond of, so he wants to get it done.
Oh, that dash is beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah,
And it actually goes nice with the green, doesn't it?
yeah, it's just a nice light shade. It needs some work
TLC
on the
wood.
cap-ins.
Yeah, they all do.
But yeah, so we're just going right through it, which is nice when you can.
You can tell a nice car,
When
can't
you
you? The way the doors shut, the way the sills
Yeah.
look.
It
There's
is,
just certain
yeah.
things that jump out at you and you
We'll
think
make a
this has
very
been
good-
well
we'll
looked
make
after.
a very good car, but it's the usual when it's been stood. All the brakes were seized, suspension leaks.
That's probably through lack of use, isn't it?
lot of surface corrosion underneath, so we'll spend hours derusting and.
It's a shame
painting
that
all
the
that.
car probably won't be worth all the money that goes into it, but
There's no way, but
if you get one of these right, it's a beautiful car, isn't it?
so this is why it's a pleasure when a customer wants to spend a lot of money on a car like
Yeah.
this. You can just go through it and get
I
it the
bet
way
you've
you
been
want.
left with a few cars over the years, Roy, where people have like the bills gone up and up and up over the months, and in the end they go, we'll just keep the
Yeah.
car.
and people just disappeared off the face of the earth and just left you with the car.
And you'd soon have the money, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
What's with the go-kart?
Well, that's just a toy really, and just to show I've still got a pulse at 71.
You know, the first time I came across one of these, Roy, I was about, I think I was 8 years old, and my younger brother Neil was born, and we were shipped off to my uncle Leo's, and he was a multi-millionaire, and he lived over the water on the Wirral, you know, in Caldy, and we couldn't believe it. Me and my brother, you know, the little scruffs from Heighton. As soon as we got there, they had a pathway around the garden, and they had 2 of these, and we were like, we had a plank of wood on a couple of pram wheels, you know, at home. We were like this. I was pushing my brother Lee around, and it was my turn. And the weight of them, couldn't get over the weight of them, but having a racing car when you're a kid.
My grandson uses that one. Just takes it straight away, like a duck to water.
Dangerous things though, aren't they?
Yeah.
And you look at all the, you know, the Formula One world champions, they all started off like James Hunt and that on these, didn't they? Ayrton Senna.
I mean, this one is very powerful, very quick. The grip is unbelievable.
The sticky wheels,
when my son used it, even with a rib protector, he had bruised ribs for 4 weeks afterwards.
Yeah. And whiplash a bit as well.
Yeah, and whiplash, so it's...
Oh, this is immaculate, this, Roy.
Yeah, no, it just looks...
It's like out the wrapper, isn't it?
Yeah. You can tell by the veneers.
The door cappings,
The veneers are still the same colour.
Yeah, all mine are shot in that.
They're not bleached.
I'm going to have to go through it all.
There's no sun bleaching.
I mean, the amount of hides that go into this car. Look at the roof, same in the Spirit.
Yeah.
Must be about 7 or 8 hides.
No, the quality of these, and these are the last of the proper, what I'd call crew-built cars.
Yeah.
When you're still using quality hides. The later ones don't have anything like the same quality.
So what do you prefer, Roy? Do you prefer working, obviously you prefer working on Rolls-Royces, but in the last place you had, you were working on a lot of modern cars as well, weren't you?
No, I'm in heaven now.
Well, you will be soon anyway. You're about 70, aren't you?
Thanks very much.
I'm not far behind you, mate.
I'm invincible. Keep working.
So what's this in for, Roy? Engine stuff?
So this is, it had a fuel leak on one of the O-rings.
Yeah.
On the fuel, going to the fuel rail.
Yeah.
But the guy sensibly has asked me to change all the O-rings and gaskets down in the V here.
These remind me of the XJSs. It's all injection, this, isn't it?
There's so much work involved in just getting to this point. We may as well just change everything, even though...
So they're the fuel rails, aren't they?
So we've got the fuel rails, your coolant rails.
On the XJS, they've got like rubbers
the brake
around
pumps,
the injectors.
The brake pumps, as you know, used to be quite accessible.
Yeah. There and there, aren't they?
Yeah.
Them too.
It's now quite a job to get to them, so we may as well do all those. And the rocker cover gaskets the same. We'll do all those as well. Yeah. There's no point leaving half the...
It's one of them, isn't it, Roy? Once you're in there, you might as well do all the other bits.
Now and forget about it.
Yeah.
Again, it could be, you know, with the low mileage and it's been standing around a lot and all the seals go hard.
Yeah, it's like I was saying in the last video, you've got to do proper maintenance on these cars. They will last you forever if you look after them.
Yeah.
The quality cars, you know, beautifully built,
materials.
beautifully designed, but you've got to do the proper maintenance. Yeah. If you don't and you shirk on it, it'll bite your arse down the line, won't it?
I always maintain, no matter how dilapidated they get, you can always, with money and time, bring them back to life again, because the materials are so good. Yeah. It's nice when you've got customers who realise...
Is that off your water?
That's off the coolant, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we've had to drain all the coolant out to do this.
Yeah, I just did that on the Spirit.
Especially with these turbos, the later turbos, it's well worth flushing your cooling system regularly and changing your antifreeze, because they really do suffer from head gasket.
To put the hose in both ways and some of the crap that comes out, it's unbelievable, isn't it?
Because these really do suffer from head gasket problems, whereas your early cars didn't. You never used to get that problem.
Well, do you know what I'm going to do on the Spirit, and also on the Corniche as well, Roy? People always overlook this, but you know, you've got your oil pan and your sump underneath. Yeah. You know, you've got the thing that sucks the oil up with the gauze.
That's right.
Like into the oil pump.
Yeah.
They always get gunged up, don't they?
Well, as you know, when you take those sumps off, you just got a grey, sticky goo in the bottom. And I say once that gets into your strainer...
But once that pickup's clogged up, then the top half of the engine's going to get...
Yeah. I don't think I've ever known an engine to produce this grey sticky glue, like a Rolls-Royce engine.
Yeah.
I can't explain why, but it's the only engine I've ever seen.
Well, I just think it's lack of
Just
service.
goo.
You know, you're meant to change the oil every 6,000 miles, aren't you?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
people invariably don't,
Yeah.
do they?
Yeah, the problem with these, because they do so low mileage, they say, oh, I've only done 500 miles this year.
Yeah.
I don't need a service.
Yeah.
But I always stress that engine oil needs to be changed every year.
Yeah.
Because of all the chemicals and acids that are.
Yeah, I mean, the oils are much better now, aren't they? But
they're better. But
most people who own these cars prefer to use the older oils anyway, because they think, well, this is what it's being brought up, and I'll just keep it the same.
Yeah,
But
you've still got fuel going past the rings and into the sump, and contaminating the oil. So
Yeah.
it's
always use good oils and good fluids.
always use good oils. Yeah, don't skimp on the oils.
And motorbikes as well. Is this yours?
Yeah,
Can't see you on this, Roy.
Yeah, it's one of my toys.
What, and the full leathers and all that, yeah?
No, again, it's only my son that's used it. I just like to look at it. It's just a thing of beauty.
I like your sign as well, Roy, your service sign over there.
I've got some Rolls and Bentley signs to go up yet.
Yeah? Any for me? Any spares?
I've only got the one, I'm afraid. And we're just having a new ramp installed now, so we're just finding we're short on the ramp, and these 4 posters are essential for a Rolls-Royce.
Oh, no, you have to bend otherwise, don't you?
Well,
2
no,
posters are no good.
It's just, you know,
Well,
set
the
up,
convertibles I'm talking about.
yeah, but setting up the suspension, you need a 4-poster. And a lot of the suspension work you do, setting ride heights, you need the 4-poster. The 2 posters no good with the wheels hanging down on the
I
floor.
always think you struggle with these though, you know, because they're like enclosed underneath where the sill is and that.
Yeah, you do
It's
have
like
access.
you can't get to things, you know.
But that has that jacking beam as well, so you can lift the
Do
front.
you know what I
front and
mean
back
though?
up.
That's sort of
Yeah.
in the way, isn't it?
It is in the way, but it's, you know, there'll be work for that one and work for this one.
Yeah, it's a cracker. That.
But we can far better for setting up front suspension geometry with these turn plates.
Yeah. And what about the rear? Because my Bentley will need doing when the suspension's on.
Yeah. Well, we've got turn plates for the rear as well, so yeah. No, so it's.
Yeah, I was thinking, Roy. You know, it's had a smash the T1, and I've done all the, you know, rebuilt the subframe and put basically put a second-hand wishbone on one side, and I'm using the original one from the other side because there was no real damage on it. Yeah. But I mean, I'm going to have to get the whole camera, everything set up again, aren't I? Because aren't they done at the factory?
They were all set on factory jigs. So yeah, you're best having all that checked.
Well, I might call on you for that in a couple of months' time.
Yeah, no problem. We can put the gauges on and check it all.
Yeah. I've just been asked by Footman James to bring the Bentley as it is to the NEC in a few weeks' time. And I was hoping to get it pulled in a couple of weeks. But no, hold off. We want it to look smashed up. Don't wash it, you know.
You must be itching to get all that.
Yeah, but at the same time, you know, I'll be able to show the progress with the suspension and everything else, you know, if people care to look underneath.
At least you can drive it now, so that's the...
Well, that's it. I couldn't even get off the trailer last time,
remember. Messing around that you had last time, so yeah.
Well, I'm glad you're still doing it anyway, Roy. I'm glad you're set up again.
No, I'm really happy.
You're still living your dream.
I'm really happy what we're doing here. Yeah, there's...
and where's your Corniche?
The Corniche is in a storage, 2 storage units, and there's one just 4 miles away, which is closer to home.
Well, don't tell me the address because you get it robbed.
But that, I need to get some bodywork done on that now. But unfortunately, the guy who I had it booked in this month, actually, he's had a motorcycle accident in Finland, so I've now got to find someone else to do my bodywork.
Right, don't be looking at me.
Yeah.
I'm not good enough.
Yeah, no, this is going to need the arches replacing.
I know just a man, actually.
But I've owned the car for 20 years, and I thought it deserves a bit of care and attention.
Yeah, as we all do. Yeah. Well, come on, let's get a cup of tea anyway. Thought you'd never ask, and you didn't.
And the biscuits as well.
Yeah. I meant to ask you, Roy, I've got a little bit of a problem with the Corniche, and I've been going through it all methodically. What's happening is after a couple of miles, it's starting to get a bit lumpy and like missing a little bit and just no power. Now I've gone through all the fuel side of things and the carburetors. I think it might be a faulty pump, but have you ever had that before? I mean, next to what I do the distributor and all them bits and bobs.
It's funny you should. It's funny you should mention that. I've had exactly the same, more or less exactly the same problem with my Corniche. beginning of this year. It was misfiring, put your foot down, it was flat.
Yeah, that's what it's like.
Just like you run out of fuel.
Yeah.
So I went through the fuel system, changed the fuel filter, checked the points and the
Condenser
fuel pump and the
and
fuel
all that, yeah.
pumps. Did all the points and everything. And after I did the points, it seemed to be a bit better. And then I was just driving here one morning, and it just started backfiring and making real loud explosions.
Like when you put diesel in by accident. I've done that before,
Yeah.
Roy.
So I went for the ballast resistor. It's
the ceramic thing,
the
yeah?
ceramic.
I used to do them on the Mercs. I had the
Yeah.
same problem with the Mercs. Yeah, that's a good point.
It's hidden well below in the engine here, just in front of the coil, but it's almost inaccessible.
Yeah, these are a nightmare
very-
to
very
work on
fiddly.
around this area,
So-
aren't they? You just can't get your hands in.
So people forget about it.
So it's down there just at the front of the coil.
And because of the position of it, you get a lot of condensation there. You can get the leaks from the brake pump
yeah.
feed that can be dripping on it. And it just gets neglected, and invariably they're always very badly corroded in there.
But isn't that, I mean, why has it got to be down there? Why
Well,
have the Rolls-Royce designed it to be down there? Can't it be somewhere else?
The replacement ones nowadays are much bigger, so it's almost impossible to get it into that position.
Yeah.
So I reposition it. Usually, I'll just
Yeah.
drill this airbox.
You've got to be careful. Your heater's behind there, isn't
It's
it?
just an air chamber, so you've no worry about going through your
A nice
heater
6-inch screw just to go through your heater as well.
So you see, you've got a large air chamber there. Your matrix is up against your bulkhead, so you've got
done
no
one, Roy, I know.
you've got no worries there. It's in the airflow. It's staying nice and
It's
warm.
out the way the heat and the oil, and it's more accessible.
And I just extend the wires. And yeah,
I might do that, Dan. It's a good call.
It's far okay. It doesn't look original, but it's certainly doing the job.
Yeah.
You can position it further down there on a new bracket.
Yeah, but if what you're saying is that the newer parts are a bit bigger, then it's going to be a bit of a nightmare putting it in there. Isn't
It's hard enough with the original one.
Yeah.
In that position, there's so many spaces, and each bolt that holds those coils in, there's so many spaces and clips to.
Have you done the cards on this?
Yeah, we've totally rebuilt them. New jets
Makes
with
a difference,
with the
doesn't it?
diaphragms.
Yeah.
All the fuel system, like most of these cars that are lying around, were all contaminated. Yeah. We've had to change the fuel.
They still go though, don't they?
Yeah.
They still start first time after.
Yeah.
It's like the Bentley I got from the States. It's been off the road for probably 10 years. Mm-hmm. Like second, third touch of the key and run beautifully on the old fuel. Yeah. And I know it's not a good thing, but sometimes you can't resist getting them started just to see if they run.
But with the modern fuels, there's so much problems with the.
I put
the fuel system nowadays.
You just got to put the good stuff, the Maxima in, haven't you?
Yeah, and
higher octane,
and also an additive helps as well.
Yeah.
Especially if you're storing over winter.
Yeah.
But you find there's so many fuel tanks corroding, carburetors.
I've noticed it's got a generator on, hasn't it?
Yeah, the early ones had dynamos on, because this is a 1968. As you notice, there's no air conditioning either.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, it's pre-air conditioning as well.
Yeah.
So you just have your dynamo and your
so you've done the thermostat
and your voltage
as well?
regulator. Yeah. Now we're going right through it.
Yeah.
I'll be detailing the engine bay.
It looks like it's being rebuilt, doesn't it? Like you say.
Yeah, but I'll be detailing the engine bay as well, because when you're spending this much money on a vehicle, you want to lift the whole vehicle up.
I wanted to see the engine bay on there. Has the rain stopped there on the Wraith?
It has a little bit, yeah.
Should we have a little look at the... Is it open? Because you've detailed this, haven't you?
I have, yeah. Still got a little bit of work.
Come on, Roy, shows your handiwork.
Yeah, I've still got a bit more work to do on it, but it's getting there.
That's beautiful, that, isn't it? I love all these little touches as well.
I've even used stainless steel screws for the reservoir.
But that's not original.
No, it's not original, but they always rust. They look awful. So
looks nice. And are these new? These are a few bob. These.
No, that's how it came, like that.
Wow.
But
it's always the middle one that suffers, isn't it?
Yeah. It's Yeah, no, I'm very pleased. It's coming on nicely.
Oh, well done, Roy.
I've just got to get some new hose clips for here because
Just finishes it.
the higher your standard goes, there's more things that shout at each other. So you just got to keep moving on and on.
Oh, I'm loving your work, Roy. There's not a single leak on it anywhere in this engine, is there?
I get a lot of satisfaction from doing.
Yeah, I'm sure the owner will as well. So keep it out the rain.
It's a labour, still labour of love.
Well, Roy, I'll let you get on anyway because it's the rain's picking up,
quite
the light's going.
Enjoyed showing you around.
Get your work done.
Yeah, it's always nice to have a chat. Yeah, here it is.
Roy, top man, always a pleasure. I'll see you soon. Catch up with you soon.
Cheers.
See you later.
All the best. Cheers, bye.
See you later, Ian.
Thank you for watching this episode of Classic Obsession. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like and subscribe. And see you all next time.